Hello student, I am Manoranjan. Today I will be discuss with you the 7th chapter, second part of the fraction. In this video, we will learn about equivalent fraction, comparison of fraction, and representation of various fraction on the number line. Of fraction on number. In the first part of this video, we have already represent the proper fraction on the number line. In this video, will be represent mixed fraction or improper fraction on number line. So these are the three fields I will be start now. Equivalent fraction, the fraction which have the fraction which have same value, we obtain equivalent fraction by multiplying or dividing both in numerator and denominator a same number. For example, if the question asks you find the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3, then you should multiplying any natural number both in numerator and denominator. That means the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3 are 2. The first here I will multiply 2 both in numerator and denominator. Here in this 2 by 3, numerator is 2 and denominator is 3. I will be multiply 2 both in numerator and denominator. And if fraction have infinite number of equivalent fractions, so the another equivalent fraction of 2 by 3 will be, I will multiply again 3 both in numerator and denominator, and also multiply 4 both in numerator and denominator, and so on. There are an infinite number of equivalent fraction of a particular fraction. So now you will be write that 2 by 3 is equal to 2 2s are 4 by 3 2s are 6, and 2 3s are 6 by 3 3s are 9, and 2 4s are 8 by 3 4s are 12. Here these are the first three equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Here I have only multiplied both numerator and denominator particular number. You also find the equivalent fraction of any fraction by dividing also. Let's an example. (42 by 22). Look at the numerator and denominator. Here 42 and 22. Both divide any common factor of both numerator and denominator. Here, first of all, I divide 2 both in numerator and denominator. Yes or no? So it will be 21 by 11. 21 by 11. So okay, that means the value of 42 by 22 is equal to 21 by 11. In equivalent fraction, both the fractions look like different, but their value always same. That's why the equivalent, the fraction which have the same value, we call equivalent fraction. Then we go to the next, that is a comparison of fraction. After discussing all of these, here I will discuss all of these concepts. After learn that, we'll be able to do the exercise 7.2 only. So let's start on this. Try to understand the comparison of fraction. Comparison of fraction. we have already learned about that the type of fraction, like fraction, non-like fraction, unit fraction, proper fraction, and improper fraction. The proper fraction, the value of proper fraction always between 0 and 1, so it is less than 1. So in case of like fraction, in case of like fraction, in case of like fraction, it is very easy to determine which fraction is greater. If in case of like fraction, we found the same denominator, like fraction, same denominator. In case of like fraction, you found same denominator. So in that case, we should focus only on numerator. If you find numerator of two like fraction, numerator, focus on numerator of two like fraction. If numerator of any greater than another, then it will be greater. Let's an example here. Let me say one example of like fraction, 3/7, and another is 2/7. In that case, both 3/7 and 2/7 are like fraction. Here both have the denominator 7, so you should compare only the numerator. Here the numerator is 3 and here is 2. We know that 3 is greater than 2, so the numerator have the 3, that fraction will be the greater. The 3/7 will be greater than 2/7. So take another example. 25/100 and 15/155/100. Here also both the fraction are like fraction. Then you should focus on the numerator. Here numerator is 25. Here numerator is 25, but here numerator is 155. That means 25 is less than 155. So now you will conclude that 25/100 is less than 155/100. It is very simple to determine which fraction are greater in case of like fraction. Then we take the another type of fraction, that is improper fraction or mixed fraction. Okay. In case of improper fraction or mixed fraction or unlike fraction, that means simple. In case of unlike fraction, unlike fraction. In case of unlike fraction, how you determine which fraction is greater? In that case, we should follow two types of method. One is cross multiplication, and another is convert into like fraction. Then we should compare which fraction is greater. Generally, if the two fraction is unlike, then in that case we are unable to determine which fraction is greater without converting them like fraction. But there is a shortcut methods of this method, that is the cross multiplication methods. So please focus on this. Here I have A by B and another is C by D. Here these are the two fractions and both are unlike fraction. So you may call that it is your first fraction, it is your first fraction, and it is your second fraction. You can write that it is your first fraction and it is your second fraction. In that case, a is equal to, हम न्यूमरेटर के लिए n लिखेंगे. So a is numerator of first fraction and v is equal to denominator, d for denominator of first fraction. Okay, then the c is your numerator of second fraction. C, that means this is your numerator of second fraction. This is the second fraction, and d is your denominator of second fraction. So please memorize this abbreviation and it will be very helpful to determine which fraction is greater without converting into like fraction or applying cross multiplication methods. So you are familiar with A, B and C, D now. So A by B is your first fraction and C by D is your second fraction. So I will write this again. A by V, C by D. If you find A into D, that means the numerator of first fraction and the denominator of second fraction. That means A into D. Okay. Is equal to A into D is equal to V into C. V into C. That means V into C. If you find A into D is equal to B into C, or numerator of first fraction into denominator of second fraction is equal to denominator of first fraction into numerator of second fraction. In that case, we call that both the fraction are equivalent to each other. Equivalent to each other. Equivalent होगा. So if you find A into D, that means A into D, numerator of first fraction into denominator of second fraction, is greater than denominator of first fraction into numerator of second fraction into C. In that case, what do you conclude? First fraction will be greater than second fraction. That means A by V will be greater than C by D. Okay, and the first case, in case of first case, it will be A equivalent fraction each other. That means A by V is equal to C by D. Okay, so then we go to the next one, that is If you found A into D is less than V into C, what you conclude? You conclude that the first fraction is less than second fraction. That means A by V is less than C by D. Okay. These are the methods and these are the process to determine how or compare two fraction or which one is greater and which one is smaller. So this is very simple method and it is a shortcut method. There is no any fundamentals. So I prefer the next one, but now we should apply this concept by taking some example. So okay, we go to the next one. Okay, let's, here is 4 by 7 and another here is 9 by 10. How you determine which fraction is greater, or this is these two fraction is equivalent to each other or not? Simple, what should you do? Cross multiply these two fraction. The first I will multiplied 4 into 10. That means numerator of first fraction into denominator second fraction, that is into D. 4 into 10 is equal to 40. So then denominator of first fraction into numerator of second fraction, that means 7 into 9 is equal to 63. It is clear that hence 40 is less than 63. That means second fraction will be greater than first fraction. So 4 by 7 is less than 9 by 10. It is amazing or not? So take another example. 25 by 100. 5 by 20. In that case, both the fraction are unlike fraction. How you determine which fraction is greater or less or equal? Simple, cross multiply. Cross multiply means, that means numerator of first fraction, that means numerator of first fraction into denominator second fraction. 25 into 20 is equal to 500. 500. Then denominator of second fraction, first fraction into numerator of second fraction. That means 100 into 5. 100 into 5. Okay, is equal to 500. Both the cases, both parts are equal. So simple, you conclude that both the fractions are equivalent to each other. That means equal to each other. Okay. So I think it is clear about how to find out which one is greater or compare both the fraction in case of unlike fraction. In case of like fraction, it is very easy. Simply compare the numerator only. Which have the greater numerator, then that fraction will be the greater. So then we go to the next field. Representation of number lines. Like proper fraction, that means the which value will be always between 0 and 1. So here I will take improper fraction, 25 by 7. It is improper fraction. How you represent this on number lines? So simply mixed it, convert into the mixed fraction. We already learned about how to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are 21. Simply subtract, then it will be 4. And now the remainder will be numerator, and the quotient will be your whole number, and there is no changes in denominator, then denominator will be same. So generally improper fraction को mix करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? You should write whole number n by, नहीं हम ऐसे करेंगे, quotient by remainder by denominator or division. This format में रहता है. So what should you write? So 3 whole 4/7, it is mixed fraction. It is the mixed fraction of improper fraction 25/7. 3 whole 4/7 means 3 plus 4/7. So that means the value of 25/7 is greater than 3 but less than 4. So that means the value of this is greater than the 3 greater than 25/7 but less than 4. So you should divide the space between 3 and 4 on a number line and take 4/7, or you should divide 7 equal part, then you should take 4 out of 7. So let's do that. So now I will take a number line. Let's start. Okay, it is 0, नहीं हम 0 नहीं लेंगे, थोड़ा लार्ज इसको प्रेजेंट करेंगे. इसका वैल्यू जो है 3 और 4 के बीच में है. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Okay, it will be 1 2 3 4. We already determined that the value of 25/7 is between 3 and 4. Yes or no? Only 3 and 4. That's why you should divide this space 7 equal part. 7 equal part. 1 2 3 4 5 6. तो हो गया है मेरा 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 हो गया. थोड़ा गलत हो गया. सो इक्वल पार्ट करना है. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now it will be equally distributed. 7 equal part हो गया. 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you should take 4 equal part. That means 1 2 3 4. It will be 3 whole 4/7. 7 or 25 by 7. Is it simple or not? First, you convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction, then it will be very easy where that number or that fraction will be located. So then we go to the, I think all the areas I have already complete. So now you are eligible to do the exercise 7.2. So let's start it. The first question is very simple. First, you should determine the portion of the fraction on picture. So here I will take number 2. First question. Here we discuss each question. So number 2, put appropriate number on number line. Put appropriate number in the box to make each of the following true. That means यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन क्या है? क्वेश्चन है ए में है, एक एक करके करूंगा. 4y9 is equal to 8y dash. So simply यहाँ पर equal to symbol दिया हुआ है. That means both the fraction are equivalent to each other. So how you determine? So observe that here both the fraction have both numerator are present. That means 4, 8y. How 4 became 8? If you multiply 2, that means you also multiply 9 with 2, then you find the answer. But how you represent that? 4 by 9 is equal to 4 into 2 by 9 into 2 is equal to 8 by 9 to is 18. So in that box, you should simply write 18. So हम कैसे करेंगे? ऐसे उसको रिप्रेजेंट करके लिखना है. So don't omit all of these. Don't write simple 18 here. You do that. This line is most important. So please do that. Okay. So you may write that. 18 here. Okay. Then I will do the number B. Now I will clear all of these. Okay. So here number V. 2 by 7 is equal to box by 21. That means both the fractions are equivalent to each other. Now you will be determined. What the number we should put in the box. So here both the denominator at the both fraction of the denominator, both fraction denominator are present. That means 7 convert हुआ है 21 को. How 7 became 21? Only when you multiply 3. How I determine 3? Simple, I divide 21 divided by 7 is equal to 3. Okay. So simply you multiply 3 into numerator into 3. So 6 हो जाएगा. But how you write that? So simple present like this. 2 by 7 is equal to 2 into 3 by 7 into 3 is equal to 6 by 21. Here 21 already present. So simple write 6 here. Okay. Now I will discuss number 2C. Okay. 12 by 24 is equal to dash by 4. Okay, in these two fraction, both have denominator. Both denominator are present, but in case of numerator, one present, one absent. So how 24 became 4? That means only in case of division. Divide करने पर और multiply करने पर same number both in numerator and denominator, you should find equivalent fraction. तो 24 के साथ हम कोई भी नंबर मल्टीप्लाई करके 4 नहीं बना सकते डिवाइड करके. हाउ यू डिवाइड विच नंबर? सिंपल डिवाइड 24 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 इज इक्वल टू 6. दैट मीन्स 24 divided by 6. Okay, simple divide 12 also divided by 6. You find your answer. Then 6 divided by 6 is equal to 12. But how you represent this? Simply represent like this. 12y24 is equal to 12 divided by 6 whole divided by 24 by 6. डिवीजन सिंबल देकर 6 लिखेंगे. सो इट विल बी 2 by 4. सो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? what number you should put in the box? You should simply put 2 here. Okay, it is very simple or not? Or okay, so D is 3 by 7 is equal to 9 by dash. So in both the fraction, numerator both have present. Both fraction have the numerator present. So how 3 became 9? 3 became 9 into 3 करने पर होगा. So likely you should, what should you do? You should multiply 3 also here. But how you will be represent? How I determine 3 here? Simply 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So multiply 3 both in numerator and denominator. 3 by 7 is equal to 3 into 3 by 7 into 3 is equal to 9 by 21. So here you should put 21. Okay. ऐसे हमको रिप्रेजेंट करना है, ये लाइन को बनाना है. इट इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट लाइन. सो मैंने क्या किया, जो 3 by 7 था लिख लिया. यहाँ पर 3 को 9 बनाना है, न्यूमरेटर को 9 बनाना है. सो मैंने क्या किया, 9 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 इज इक्वल टू 3. सो यू शुड multiplied both 3 in numerator and also in denominator. So you find 9 by 21. 9 is already here, so you should put 21 in the box. Okay, then you go to the next number, that is number 2. Find the fraction equivalent to 5 by 7 with numerator 25. सो हम यहाँ पर जो पहला क्वेश्चन है उसको सॉल्व करेंगे. ए क्या करना है, 5 by 7 को कन्वर्ट करके इक्विवेलेंट फाइंड आउट करना है, जिसका न्यूमरेटर क्या होगा, न्यूमरेटर 25 होगा. न्यूमरेटर 25 होगा. इसका न्यूमरेटर क्या है, न्यूमरेटर तो 5 है. सो 5 को हमको 25 बनाना. सो हाँ, तो मैंने 5 by 7 एज यूजुअल लिख लिया. सो न्यूमरेटर 5 होना चाहिए, 25 होना चाहिए. सो 5 के साथ क्या करने पर 25 होगा, मल्टीप्लाई करने पर. हाउ यू डिटरमाइन? सिंपल डिवाइड 25 by 5. So now I will be multiplied 5 both in numerator and denominator. Simply you write 5 into 5 by 7 into 5. Now it will be 25 by 32. 5. Is it clear? Then we go to the next, that is the number B. Number B. Then find the fraction equivalent to 5 by 7 with denominator 42. यहाँ पर न्यूमरेटर हुआ था, यहाँ पर डिनोमिनेटर को 42 करना है. But if you observe that in case of 5 by 7, denominator is 7. How 7 became 42? How you will be determined? Simple, divide 42 divided by 7, you find 6. So 6 will be multiplied both in numerator and denominator. Simple, right? 5 by 7 is equal to 5 into 6 by 7 into 6. Now we will get 30 by 42. Is it amazing? Okay, then we go to the next number. That is number 4. Arrange all of this fraction in ascending order. You know that ascending order means a smaller number to greater number. But if you observe all these are unlike fraction. In case of like fraction, it is very simple to arrange all of these. But in case of unlike fraction, what should you do? I have already discussed you one method how to determine which one is greater, that is cross multiplication method. But now I will be discuss without cross multiplication. आपको क्या करना है, पहले like बनाना है उसको, then you should convert. जो number 3 था, it will be help you to convert unlike fraction into like fraction. So हमको क्या करना है, मैंने एक ब्लैंक स्पेस लेता हूँ, उसके बाद आपको कंपैरिजन बनाना सिखाऊंगा. ये जो कन्वर्ट करना है, ठीक है. Here you have 3 by 4 and here is 5 by 7. These two fractions are unlike. How you determine which one is greater? Simple cross multiplication करना है और determine करना है. But where you should find a series of unlike fraction, then it is very difficult to determine which one is greater or which one is smaller by applying cross multiplication. In that case, you will be simply convert this fraction into like fraction. How you simply convert each fraction into equivalent fraction of LCM of their denominator. That means हमको ये जो 3 by 4 है और 5 by 7 है, उनका जो डिनोमिनेटर है 4 and 7, ये दोनों का LCM बनाना है डिनोमिनेटर को. व्हाट इज द LCM of 4 by 7? 4 and 7, both these are the co-prime numbers. Then so LCM will be product of these two numbers. That means 4 into 7, 28. So simple convert each fraction equivalent, or we should find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 4 with denominator 28. So what should you do that? 3 by 4 is equal to, हम 4 के साथ 7 मल्टीप्लाई करने पर 28 हो सकता है. सो हम 7 को बोथ न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. नाउ इट विल बी 21 by 28. Like this, you should also write 5 by 7. 5 by 7 is equal to 5 और 7 के साथ क्या मल्टीप्लाई करने पर 28 हो सकता है. सो 4. So you should multiply 4 both in numerator and denominator. Then it will be 20 by 28. Now it is very easy to determine which one is greater, because these two fractions now like. Hence 21 by 28 is greater than 20 by 28. Yes or no? Because numerator of this like fraction is greater than numerator of this. So 21 by 28 will be greater. So you write that 21 by 28 is the equivalent fraction of 3 by 4 is greater than 5 by 7. Okay. By applying this concept, you should determine which fraction is greater. Sorry, I am थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब हो गया. सो नाउ विल बी डू द नंबर 4 टू अरेंज. वी शुड अप्लाई दिस कॉन्सेप्ट टू कंपेयर करने के लिए. हमको क्या करना है, लाइक फ्रैक्शन बना के कंपेयर करना है. लाइक बना देंगे तो इट विल बी वेरी इजी टू डिटरमाइन व्हिच फ्रैक्शन इज ग्रेटर. Okay, now I will clear all of this. So now I will go to the number arrange. Number 3 हो गया, number 4 arrange. Okay, now you will be convert each fraction into like fraction, each on like fraction. So here the denominator are 2, 3, 4 and 6. So simple find the LCM of these. So 2 to the 1, 3 carry down होगा, 2 to the 4, 3 carry down होगा. Then 2 1 carry down होगा, 3 carry down होगा, 2 1 जा 2, 3 carry down होगा. Then divide 3, 1 carry down होगा, 3 1 जा 3, 1 carry down होगा, 1 हो गया. So LCM क्या हो जाएगा, LCM will be 2 into 2 into 3. That means 2 2 जा 4, 3 जा 12. So LCM of these 4 denominator now 12. So हम क्या करेंगे, सभी का डिनोमिनेटर हम क्या करेंगे, 24 बनाएंगे. 24. ओके, सिंपल. हम लिखेंगे क्या, हम ऐसे लिखेंगे 1/2 इज इक्वल टू 2 डिनोमिनेटर है, 2 को बनाना है 12. सो यू शुड मल्टीप्लाई 6 both in numerator and denominator. So it will be 6/12. Then 1/3 is equal to 3 24 12 होना है. So you should multiply 4 both in numerator and denominator is equal to 4/12. Look at the screen here, 6/12, 4/12. Now equivalent fraction, sorry, a like fraction. Then 3/4, 4 को 12 बनाना है, so 3 मल्टीप्लाई करना है. You should multiply 3 both in numerator and denominator. It will be 9/12. Then the last one is 5/6. 6 को 12 बनाना है, you should multiply 2 both in numerator and denominator. 6 into 2, it will be 10/12. Look on the screen here. 6/12, 4/12, 9/12, 10/12, all are like fraction. It is very simple to determine which fraction is smaller or greater. Here the question asks you write in ascending order, that means smaller to greater. So here the smallest numerator is 4, then 6, then 9, then 10. So you should write hence 4/12 is less than 6/12 is less than 9/12 is less than 10/12. But look at the question. 4/12 तो नहीं है, 6/12 भी नहीं है. That means it has the equivalent fraction of 1/2. 6/12 is equivalent fraction of 1/3. So write this. So 4/12 is the equivalent fraction of 1/3. 1/3 is less than 6/12 is the equivalent fraction of 1/2 is less than 9/12. 9/12 is the equivalent fraction of 3/4. 3/4 is less than 10/12. 10/12 is the equivalent fraction of 5/6. So write 5/6. All are in ascending order now. Like this, you also arrange some fraction in descending order also. So now we go to the next question, that is the number 5. Arrange these in descending order. So same process you should follow here. You should find the LCM of denominator of all these. That means here denominators are 4, 6, 8 and 12. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 12, 2 6s are 12. So 2 1s are 2, 3 carry down करेंगे. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Again you should divide 2, 1 as usual लिखेंगे, 3 को carry down लिखेंगे as usual करेंगे. So 2 1s are 2, 3, then 3, 1 3 1s are 3, 1 1. So LCM of this denominator will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2 2, that means 8 into 3, 24. So LCM of this denominator now 24. So what should you do? You should convert each fraction denominator as 24. Equivalent बनाना है. Okay. So let's start. Now I will write 1 by 4. 4 को बनाना है 24. So what should you do? 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6. That means हमको न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर के साथ 6 को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. So it will be 6 by 24. Then the next fraction is 1 by 6. Then you should multiply. 6 को 20 पर बनाना है तो 4 मल्टीप्लाई करना है. How I will determine 4? 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4. Now it will be 4 by 24. Next is 3 by 8. 3 by 8. 8 को बनाना है 24. That means 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3. So you should multiply 3 both in numerator and denominator. Now it will be 9 by 24. The next is 5 by 12. 5 by 12 is equal to 12 को 24 बनाना है. 24 divided by 12, that means 2. Now you should multiply 2 both in numerator and denominator. Now it will be 10 by 24. Look on the screen here. Now all these are like fraction. It will be very easy which one is greater and which one is smaller. Here the question asks you arrange in descending order. That means greatest to smallest. So greater numerator will be the greater. Here the 10 is the greater, and then 9, then 6, and then 4. So you should write hence 10 by 24 is greater than 9 by 24 is greater than 6 by 24 is greater than 4 by 24. So 10 by 20 equivalent of 10 by 24 is 10 by 24 is 5 by 12. So you should write 5 by 12 is less than 9 by 24 equivalent of 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 is greater than 6 by 24 is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 4 is greater than 4 by 24. That means it is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 6. Now all the fractions are arranged in descending order. But one simple thing, where you find unit fraction, that means the one is the numerator of the fraction. In that case, the opposite. That means which have the greatest denominator, it will be smaller, and which have the smallest numerator, it will be greatest. That means 1 by 6a और यहाँ पर 1 by 8. So 6 is smaller than 8, and जो smaller है वो greater होगा. 1 by 6 will be greater than 1 by 8. So ये तो नहीं था, but जानना जरूरी है. So now we will be complete the number 5, then you jump to the number 6. Okay. If it is very fast to you, then simply pause and go to the previous and then listen. It will be very easy for you to understand. Repeatedly आप इसको पीछे ले सकते हैं और again सुनकर भी समझ सकते हैं. Then we go to the next, that is number 6. In one section of the class, 45 students. Class one section of a class having the 45 students, 15 are girl. Among these 15 are girl. In a scholar section of the same class having the 30 students and 12 are girls, in which section is the आपको fraction find out करना है, and then you should determine which one is the greater. So okay, then I will proceed. So there are two sections. One is one section and another is scholar section. So total number of students in scholar section. Total number of students in first section. In first section is equal to 45. Number of girls in first section. In this section, how many number of girls? That means 15 number of girls. Hence, fraction of girls in first section is equal to, that means there are 15 girls out of 45 students. So you should write 15 by 45. Look at this fraction, or as usual रहने दो, हम कंपेयर करने के बाद में. So next you go to the next, that is in scholar section. In scholar section, total number of students is 30. So total number of students in scholar section is equal to, there are 30 number of students. So in this section, number of girls is number of girls in scholar section is equal to, in that section there are only 12 girls. Hence fraction of girls in scholar section is equal to, here there are 12 girls out of 30 students, so you should write 12 by 30. So question asks you, in which section, that means first section or the scholar section, is the fraction of the girl greater. That means आपको compare करना है 15 by 45 and 12 by 35. हम क्या करेंगे, दोनों को कंपेयर करने के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं, 45 और 30 का क्या करेंगे, डिनोमिनेटर फाइंड आउट करेंगे. डिनोमिनेटर्स, यू शुड फाइंड द डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ दिस. दैट मीन्स 45 और 30। You should simply divide 2, 45 आज याद रहेगा, ये हो जाएगा 15, 2 से नहीं होगा, देन यू शुड डिवाइड 3, 3 15 या 45, 3 5 4, again it will be divisible by 3, 3 5 या 15, 5 को कैरी डाउन करना है, सो ये हो जाएगा 5 1 या 5 1 या, सो एलसीएम हो जाएगा आपका 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, that means 90। आपका एलसीएम क्या हो गया, 90 हो गया। मैं इसको छोटा बना देता हूँ। एलसीएम एलसीएम 90 हो गया। सो यू ऑल्सो राइट दैट, मैं इसको भी छोटा छोटा बना लेता हूँ मेरे लिए प्रेजेंट करने के लिए स्पेस हो जाएगा, ठीक है। इसको छोटा बना लिया, ठीक है। तो मैं क्या करूंगा, ये दो दो फ्रैक्शन है उसको कंपेयर करूंगा, ठीक है। दैट मीन्स you now write 15 by 45, 90 बनाना है denominator, so how you determine 90 by 45 is equal to 2, so you should multiply both 2 in both numerator and denominator, 2 is equal to 30 by 90, again you should write 12 by 30, 30 को बनाना है 90, that means 90 divided by 30 is equal to 3, you should multiply 3 both in numerator and denominator, so it will be 36 by 90. Now it is very easy to determine 30 by 90 is less than 36 by 90, so 30 by 90 means 15 by 45, 45 is less than 12 by 30, that means जो 12 by 30 है greater है, so it is very easy to determine which section has the greater fraction of that, so hence तो 12 by 30 है वो क्या है, smaller section, so we should write smaller section has greater number of greater fraction of gas, greater fraction of gas, so it is clear, then we go to the next one, so clear करते हैं हम, so next is okay, Deepak's monthly salary is 12,000. He spent one half of his salary on food and house rent, and one third of his remaining salary on the other household expenses. How much money does he spend on household item? So आप क्या करना है, तो ऐसे प्रेजेंट करना है, it is very simple. Monthly salary of Deepak's monthly salary is equal to, ऐसे लिखेंगे, ओके थोड़ा Deepak's monthly salary is equal to per rupees is equal to 12,000. So he spent one of his amount of salary spent. So हम लिखेंगे amount of salary spent on food and house rent. Rent is equal to half of his salary. That means 1/2 of 12,000 is equal to 1/2 into 12,000. It will be rupees 6,000. 12,000 से 2 डिवाइड करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा आपका क्या 6,000. Okay, so next. And 1/3 of his remaining salary. So if Deepak have 12,000 and he spent 6,000, so remaining salary क्या होगा? Hence remaining salary will be 12,000 minus 6,000. It will be 6,000 rupees. Yes or no? And 1/3 of his remaining salary, the amount of salary spent on other household, other expenses is equal to 1/3 of remaining salary. That means 6,000 rupees. So 1/3 into 6,000 will be 2,000. Will be 2,000 rupees. 2 rupees का symbol यहाँ पर देना है 2,000 rupees. Okay. So the question is how much money does he spend? So हम लिखेंगे क्या? Hence he spent or Deepak spent rupees 2,000 rupees on household expenses. Household expenses. Okay, now my battery is drainage. Okay, just wait. Okay, sorry for inconvenience. So thank you so much for watching this video. It is I have discussed with you all the concept and applying all the concept to solve the exercise 7.2. So I think it will be helpful for you. So have a nice day. Thank you for so much for watching my video and bye bye.